Are you on live?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Want the music off?
You can totally turn the music up and say.
Yeah, because if we sometimes, oh sorry, I'm on your head. Copyright sometimes if we have music on.
That's so silly.
Mm-hmm.
I always forget about that.
Yeah, it makes a big difference. The platforms can't push your content if it has copyright music. I'm gonna come this way. Paris George says, "You are so good."
Oh, thank you.
This is Maddie. She's here from Abbotsford in BC, and she's just came over for a big content creation day. So we are doing, or she's doing, a really dark brown lash set for the most part. So this is our deepest brown lashes. Just how beautiful are these guys? Especially nice on like really blue-eyed clients with fair skin tone, or like how complementary is this deep brown with her hair color. It's absolutely
Literally
stunning. And she has ice blue eyes too. Looks amazing. So yeah, we're using 0.07 diameter C-curl colored lashes in the darkest brown. And she's working with bondage adhesive in our spill-resistant glue ring. Look at that. Her hand is completely sideways.
I switched to Quickie.
Did you? You switched to Quickie? Okay, just kidding. She was working with bondage earlier and she switched to Quickie. And are you liking it?
I'm loving it.
Did you mix them together?
Sign? No. So this is your sign. Like if you girls think that you maybe at that time where like you think you can be going to a faster dry time glue, but you're hesitant to do it, try it, because I just did and it was a total game changer.
And you were so nervous to try it.
Like yeah, I was so nervous because I thought that it was more than anything gonna affect my retention with my clientele and everything like that. I haven't had one issue, one pop off since I started with Quickies throughout this set.
You can see her layered map here, guys. See the shorter lengths blended throughout? Okay, so something cool about this set that you can't even tell from this angle because they're only on the bottom layer, but she's also working with some color. So she put some low dimension blue and pink speckles throughout the bottom layer of this set. Let's come in from another angle and see if we can see it. Oh my goodness, you can. Look at that blue and pink. Oh my God. I'm just gonna lift this just a little. Wow, that's gonna be so pretty. It's like just this perfect sprinkle.
And we did only 8s going across the whole entire lid as well.
Yeah, so really nice little hack. When you're looking for just a sprinkle of color across the bottom layer, work with just one length in really short, work with just one length in short lengths. That's a weird thing to say. And just let the eye shape create the shaping for you. It's a really nice hack. You've never done this hack before, have you, Maddie?
No, I haven't. I've done watercolor a lot of the time, but this hack in particular, I'm very excited to see how it works because I haven't really necessarily done short lengths with color. So I'm very excited to see how it's gonna turn out.
Also, Maddie's left-handed and she picks up the lashes completely different than a right-handed artist would do. So it's really cool to see that, the difference in how we work. Guys, you can find her on Instagram at Beauty Boutique. I always want to say Mad Lashes Boutique, but I know it's beauty in between there. Mad Lashes Beauty Boutique. Definitely worth giving her a follow. She's big on social media. She loves posting content and her work's great and very versatile.
And I'm always willing to help.
And she's always willing to help.
Give tips, tricks, if you want to know what products I use. I'm not one of those artists that likes to hide. I will be open and honest and tell you everything I can do to help you. I learned that from the best, Caitlin.
Stop. That's really flattering. Let's see. Oh. wrong angle. Sorry guys, I know I'm a bit shaky, but I should have my gimbal. Do you have any tips for isolation, Maddie?
More than anything, I like to isolate with my fingers. A lot of people and a lot of girls, especially students that I've taught in the past, they don't like to use their fingers and they're very hesitant to use their fingers. But as you can see, like I actually get nails because I actually find that they are almost like another isolation tweezer for you.
100%.
You can literally get in there, you can hold them back. You can see that I'm literally taking each one and I'm actually holding it back with my fingers. And another thing that I really like to do is really start at the base when you're opening. You kind of go and close and then open. It really does help make sure that these little guys are out, because if you kind of go here, sometimes they can fall back in.
Yeah, because there's baby lashes across the lash line that if you isolate close to the tips, they're gonna fall into your section.
Exactly. And you never want that to happen, especially when you're working with blonde clients. Sometimes you can't see those little baby lashes because they are so thin and so blonde. My eyes like twitching so bad.
And tweezer-wise today, she's working with Sunset Ultra and Lost Artistry's Slim Boot tweezer. Slim Boot, how do you find working with that one?
I love them. These are both my go-tos at home. I actually, first time I tried this bad boy today.
Oh,
was
the microfiber?
The microfiber. I have a couple other tweezers that are like this. Kind of like them, kind of don't. And that's why I kind of was hesitant to purchase this tweezer. But trying it today, love it. 100% ordering it as soon as I get home.
The microfiber, amazing. I love that.
And I literally ride or die from the moment I started lashing. I have used this isolation tweezer and I have never switched to anything else. It is the best. I love the angle when you're going over to really isolate. It has that perfect curvature to go right over the eye, which is just exactly what you need.
It's really nice even if a client has deep set eyes, so there's a reach for you. So it's very ergonomical, because if you're having to adjust your wrist and hand placement in order to move over someone's brow bone, then it can be really hard on your hands and wrists. And I don't know about you guys, but lashing's already hard enough on my hands and wrists. I can't handle any more stress.
I got tendonitis in both my hands already.
I know.
It was terrible.
Do you do anything for tendonitis?
I do monthly massages, and then I should be doing acupuncture as well, but I haven't been doing it as
Do you do any
recent.
stretches or anything?
Yeah, like every day I'll do my normal stretches. I like to stretch out my hands. I actually like to, some days if my hands are really bothering me at the end of the day, I will do a kind of like a back and forth of heat and ice,
Nice.
just to kind of cool everything out and make everything feel good again. Another tip for isolation actually that I would love to give is make sure that you're putting your lashes in order. Like if they're crisscrossing over each other, don't lash that, because you're gonna have issues. You want to make sure each lash is exactly like where it's coming out from, if that makes sense.
Where it's coming out of the lash line.
Yeah.
Yeah, so basically I think what you're trying to say is you need to be able to see one lash only within your isolation section. And if you have one on the bottom layer, for example, that crisscrosses over your section, don't, even though you could lash that, don't do it, because it's almost like an optical illusion, I find.
Yep.
Anytime I've ever tried to do that, it never works out well.
And sometimes you think it's not in your way, but then you go to place it and it actually is in your way, and
Yeah.
then you just got two natural lashes stuck together. Now you have to separate them and you're taking more time that didn't need to be taken.
Exactly. So I always tell my students, make sure when you're isolating, like Maddie was saying, isolate close to the root and make sure that you've only isolated one natural lash, no others.
If you guys didn't know already, Lost Artistry's fan also is their Gluberator shaker. It is a 2-in-1. It is the most handy dandy thing
You have
you'll
one?
ever find. I had one and mine unfortunately dropped. I broke it. It did not break on its own. I broke it. So I don't have it anymore, but I did have one and I love it.
Have you ever tried our ultra dark volume yet?
Yeah, I actually use the ultra dark pre-mades.
Do you?
Yeah.
Nice. Have you ever
Yeah.
tried the handmade ones?
A little bit, but not as much, just because a lot of the time with my regulars now, I will actually
Pre-mades.
use pre-mades just because it doesn't get my tendonitis going as much.
Oh, totally.
So it's a lot better.
Pre-mades are such an amazing tool. Ultra darks, what dimension do you seem to, and curls do you seem to?
I love, so most commonly, a lot of my clients really do have very straight natural lashes. So I do notice that I use D-curl a lot, and I love using 4D and 5D. And I like kind of like mixing the two together depending on what kind of natural lashes this client, whatever client you're lashing has. As a majority of the time, you're not actually able to use 5Ds all the way across.
Really?
You have to use a little bit of a mixture. Sometimes I even put my 4D fans into 3D fans, which is awesome that you can customize them within using them as well. So yeah, it's really awesome. And I usually typically use C curl, CC curl, and D curl, and 4D and 5D for pre-mades.
Nice.
And the ultra dark line for all of it.
Have you ever, they connect so well, hey?
Oh, they're amazing. And my retention, fantastic. My girls
Yeah.
typically go about 3 weeks with all fills.
Have you ever used the 3Ds?
Yes.
3D's so beautiful.
I love them. I noticed that I didn't use them as much anymore with the regulars that I now have, so I stopped getting them. But if I need them once in a while, like if someone's going through a shed and they need a little bit of a 3D, I'll just take my 4Ds and put them into 3Ds kind of
Totally.
thing.
That's perfect. 3Ds are nice for the inner corners too.
Oh yeah. Okay. I think we
Are
may.
we finished?
I think we may be done. I'm gonna check. I want to
Here,
look
use
with
your
my mirror
mirror.
and everything and give a good
Okay,
look.
let's have a look in the mirror. Ooh. The mapping is so organized and colorful. I love it. Guys, this is our training institute.
No.
Oh, I want to have a look in here. Let's see. Oh,
Sorry, I hold my mirror very wonky.
rotate device back. Orientation. Oh, it has to be this way. Nice. Okay, is it time for us to finish?
Heck yeah.
Let's see this one in the mirror. Can I have this?
Yeah.
Oh, ooh, look at the little splice of color in there. Okay, guys, we're gonna let Maddie finish up this set. Cynthia, thank you for commenting. Paris, you too. And we will be sure to post after photos of this on our Instagram story, on our YouTube, on all the things. You're gonna see it. And also we got a crazy amount of content, so we will 100% be posting a wild amount of content coming very soon. See you later, Maddie. Again, Mad Lashes Beauty Boutique on Instagram. Be sure to follow. Bye for now.